5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve. This is Live with Neve. Iconic musicians, comedians, and entertainers of all types. Interviews, comedy, and God knows what else. Hold on!
Let me ask you a few really, I'll ask you one right out of left field. Either one of you guys have animals?
I have two, matter of fact, this is Stitcher.
Hey, Sticker, what's happening, dude?
Hey there, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Sticker. That got him moving.
Like Lilo. Yeah. And his mom, Gladdy, is under the cover.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
They are Save the Arch dogs. They were a part of a puppy mill. And
Okay.
Devin, the Destroyer, the founder and president of Authentic Mosh Apparel, go check that out.
right.
He put on a show every year called Metal for Mutts. And the first year, this one, me and Billy actually linked up.
And yeah, past 2 years we've done it. And
they did what was the name of it? Safe Animal Shelter. They're a no-kill shelter. They got a hold of Devin, and St. Christopher, the graduate, he said he wanted a small breed little puppy for graduate. And it's like, all right, well, if you get good grades and you graduate, we will get you a dog.
All right.
And Miss Patty ended up calling and say, oh, he's graduating. Where's his fucking dog? You know? So we went and did the show. And after the show, the people said, hey, we have these animals you can adopt, this, that, and whatnot. Christopher liked both of them. And we couldn't separate them because one's a mom and the other's her
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And again, bringing people together, and we now have dogs.
That's great.
And I also have a blue eye ragdoll Siamese cat.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, the reason I asked you that is we'd like you, after we get done, to take a 2-minute video. And if anybody else you know is a musician or a mosher or whatever, and they have a pet, we're looking for 2-minute videos of anybody who's a rock and roller or a musician with their pet. You can plug your act or your show rather. And you can also tell us why your cat or dog is the coolest animal in the world, who you are, and at the end you just give us a shout out.
Got a dog that does a mosh.
And we do, and we're doing it. The whole point of it is to help clear out the shelters for the holidays. Okay. So you would say something, to the effect of, this is, you're
live with Neve, and at the end of it, just go, hi, this is so and so. I'm here live with Neve with my pooch, and tell us about how it is. Up to 2 minutes.
Yeah, and like to pass it along to Safe Animal Shelter with y'all's blessing, because
we'd love it.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what we're trying. That's what we're working towards. So the more people we can get to do it,
I want to mention any of your fans. I think metal is supremely misunderstood by a lot of middle-aged people. In fact, by a lot of young people, and I say that because the young people seem so homogenous and undereducated that they can't even, a lot of them have a hard time visualizing anything other than their cell phone. And I'm not knocking people.
I'm not knocking nobody. I blame the radio stations. I blame.
Yes.
This is me talking. This is worldwide. Billy,
sure.
On your own. This is not y'all. So
I'll
forgive me.
catch you after.
I blame as a radio guy myself, personality, I blame the FCC because they're limited on what they can play, and they do all these stupid polls and they do all these things for awards and whatnot. And it's I'm not knocking music as a whole, but being poppy and being in subgenres that people don't want to deal with or feel with. Heavy metal has been around and has been a causing scene for the better part of 100 years in a sense. Without bands, I can't say 100, but without bands like Black Sabbath and fuck me, I can go all the way around.
Right,
but just Black Sabbath in general, that is
even Deep Purple back in the day,
songs without them even knowing.
And I can speak to what you're saying too, because I also my background is in broadcasting and radio, strictly primarily, and same thing. Yeah,
no,
they have.
Know what I'm saying? They send you a list.
You have a playlist. You have your playlist, and you have to go by the playlist, and it's gone by you go by Nelson ratings. the funny thing is, one of my my last co-host, morning show co-host, he found the small print on Nielsen ratings that says this is not meant to be taken seriously or for scientific uses. These are just purely numbers that we find, that we estimate.
Pulled out of our
something
ass.
like that. Yeah, and he blew that up and copied it and placed that right on the front of his door to his office, and it was hilarious because you're like, what the fuck? This is how my life, my career, and my pay is being predicated on stupid Nielsen that's not even scientifically
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Who's watching the watchers? You know, I mean, really, it's kind of a thing.
I don't know.
Oh my God,
but
it's
Clear Channel
ridiculous.
down to the year, they send
I was just about to go there.
Okay, I don't know if you can. I don't care. I don't work for them anymore. They have a big issue with metal here. They have a big issue with punk. They're into poppy music, snappy country shit. All right.
It's not even country. It's just shitty pop music and the boots. I hate to say.
I can't get jiggy with that shit. I can try and mosh to that, and then somebody's going to cry. And
pop rock.
You know what I mean? But with that, when I was at radio, there's a guy. He does scratch and sniff on the weekends, but then every Sunday night from 12 to 2, he does Forbidden Underground, and that's all band submissions and all stuff like when's the last time you heard Mudvayne on the radio? You know
a long time. Right,
I know. Well, it's the first thing that pops up in my car.
Right.
But you get, unless you're on a satellite radio, I'm talking about just generalized
terrestrial,
radio. You know what I mean? And with that, it's like I would get phone calls a day for band like Tool. Okay, I want to hear the new Tool, Fear and Inoculum. Well, I can't do that, but here's the pot from 18, 17 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Here's fucking Anima from Anima. You know what I mean? And then you go to this year when they did the Grammys?
Grammys,
and
Rock and Roll.
You had Metallica and Tool and Ghost, and it's like these are your heavy metal categories. Just like okay, bet. And somehow or another, they just bypassed that whole category section. It's like, well, why did you even build up the audience to that? Why did you give 300 million people the opportunity to vote when you knew you were going to change that to some type of pop bullshit, and you gave it to Machine Gun Kelly?
It's funny you say that.
It wouldn't have been shit this year had it not been for the Dirt movie and the feud he had with Eminem, and that's fact.
Right. It's all PR, and I'd like to hire his press agent, his publicist.
Yeah, I'd like to hire a damage control. What a great scheme.
Remember, Julie's in charge of our black bag operations. She handles all the subterfuge. If we have cash, we've got to pay bribes too, all that good fun stuff. We go the extra mile.
In charge of that.
It's like last year, not trying to beat their own horn or nothing. I don't know how many questions y'all have for us or how long y'all can do this stream. I talk for hours. I love it.
That's fun. Keep it up, man. We love it. You're doing great.
Well, the Better Noise music group used to be 11-7 Music. Where they run Papa Roach and The Hue and Fever 333, the Dirty Heads, Diamante, hundreds of bands. Like they're their promotion company and what have you. And they reached out to us last year to help them out. And, Spread the Dirt, the movie on Netflix, and Spread the Ashes from Ashes to New and all that.
And he sent us merch packages, posters.
We gave away so much stuff and it was fun, but the funnest part about the whole thing was actually doing the dirt. And it was like, I got for me to push anything, I gotta feel it. I gotta
absolutely.
I gotta
shout the tank.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, my brother X106.5 X
took over the radio station. That was the best part.
He called me up and needed some help, and I said I needed some help, so I went and took over radio station, the iHeartMedia building at 3000 Belfort.
Oh yeah, right.
And we made a video of basically taking over that radio station, spreading the dirt. And with that, Better Noise reached out to us, and we got a lot of love off that. And we got a signed Nikki Sixx autographed the Dirt guitar, which we used to the dirt and whatnot. But with that, I don't know. I know you're in radio, and I know your streams and your broadcasting and whatnot. If you ever went out of your way so much to beat your feet on concrete that you've gotten shit for it,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We could do a whole show on
started-
horror stories.
I started at 17 as an actress in the entertainment industry, and have been working in there ever since. And
did it stop you?
No, I mean the sacrifice. No. I sacrificed everything I have. I sacrificed myself for it. Yeah, right. But see, I sacrificed myself for it, and nothing ever stopped me. And that's why I always get annoyed with bands. Because there's always something somebody just can't get past or let go of and just fucking move on like an adult.
Yeah, too much ego.
And it's just all this bullshit, and it's constantly, it's like, we have something that people want to pay for, so can you try to keep it together long enough for us to get to that point? I mean, I don't see the problem. We're all on the same page, working towards the same goal, so what is the goddamn issue? But how
ego,
people are.
Straight up.
It is.
When I say beat feet on concrete, look here. We had a show last year that we wanted to do, and a guy made a phone call. He's like, "How long would it take this?" No names. This specific person to put it. He said, "It's going to take me 6 months to put it together and coordinate the event, and book the bands and talents." And they called me and Billy and say, "How long?" I said, "It'd take me 3 days."
Right.
And that wasn't, again, not being, braggadocious.
No. If you can do it, it ain't
take
bragging.
6 months. I'm like, well, what's the timeline? Well, we want to do it at the end of the year. It's like, well, we got 52 days till the end of the year. How can they ask for 6 fucking months? Is this there next year? And we were able to get a band. I had just toured Germany, Psycho Tribe, with Convalescence and what have you. And it was a sellout show. And after the fact, you got to understand, I don't do shows for money. And people have to understand that when you put a show together, you have to beat your feet on concrete. You've got to go to every venue and say, "Look here, man, I need a show venue. I've got this
you're
band."
doing good.
Yeah, if you break even, you did great. If you didn't go into debt, you're all right. You know what I mean? But
I know the feeling.
If you put a show together, and forgive me, but oh man, I helped do it. I shared a flyer. I invited people. Okay, I appreciate you for that help, but help me sell fucking tickets. Come up all you people. Actually show up and stay for all the bands, not just the one band you want to see. Go hold up the bar. Hold that fucking tip jar hostage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can see the activity of which bands are sharing too. So it's just like,
and I don't just put it on bands too.
Oh, you guys.
If I'm doing it,
then you share the flyer. Good job, everybody.
No, if I'm doing a show and you're part of the talent pool, you better fucking run that shit out as well. It don't just fall on a promoter or the event coordinator or the talent guy or the booking guy or the venue itself. It's a collective of all of that. You know what I mean?
Hence the network.
I invite you shows I'm not even going to be at, just so people get support.
I'll support the shit out of you even if I'm not going to be there, because if I'm not there but other Cogs are there, and we have hundreds of thousands of members all over the world.
We believe when one of us gets to the show, we all make it to the show, everybody. So I mean, it's just sharing that love and sharing that support, and just the kids we've involved in it. I mean, putting kids on top of towers, just it's cool stuff.
Yeah, 6-year-old mosh pits, baby.
Let me ask you.
Mosh pit, he hits all the adults. All the adults fall over. The kids love it.
Let me ask you about that. Let's back up, because earlier when we were talking, I was saying, a lot of people really misunderstand metal. They have no clue. It's like rap. I can remember the first time I heard NWA. I was riding in a van, and I worked for. We were making the guy was with me. His dad owned the company, and we used to make artificial legs, braces for people, artificial limbs, all this stuff. We're riding in the van to go deliver some aluminum that we made the limbs out of, and he goes, "Neil, man, check out this band from California. You got." Now he was a very heavy metal guy. I mean, he serious shred. Marshalls.
They were metal in their own right.
Right.
Fuck the police.
Right. So he comes out and he puts it on, and we're driving. And I'm older than him, maybe 10 years or something. And he knew me because of my band, And so we became like paisan, even though he was heavy metal and I was in a ska band. We all got along. So he plays it, and that day, at the end of the day, I looked at him and I go, "Hey man, can you burn me a copy of that cassette?" So he goes, "Oh, hell yeah." So he gives me the cassette he has, and that night I have to go to a gig. So I used to always terrorize my sound man by giving him tapes and CDs of various shit that I wanted to play. And I just wish I had a sampler where I could just have one key and it could go, "Neil, what is this shit? Where the fuck did you find this?
I got to
Picture
plug
this.
it in 1 second.
Sure.
Having a technical difficulty. Forgive me.
Okay, no worries.
Gotcha.
Thank you, kindly.
Look, there's a dead brown recluse on the ceiling, goddammit. It's creeping towards them. Now that's fucking metal. Live, we've had a member of the Mosh team get fucking mauled by a goddamn scorpion and a black recluse, or whatever they call it, brown recluse.
Oh, we had a
still full of friendly creatures.
For bonus content, extras, and all sorts of cool goodies, become a patron. Go to Patreon. Live with Neve.